My name is Baron Elise. I am 5'7", willing to work as a local hire.
Good morning. I'm David Malone. My legal practice is civil litigation, not criminal law. This is my first time before a parole board, so please forgive any transgressions of protocol. My purpose is to convince you John O'Brien was an unwitting participant in the events culminating in the tragic deaths of two fine police officers.
Well, Mr. Malone, it didn't take long for you to get your first transgressions because the jury decided 20 years ago whether he was witting or unwitting.
Imagine Johnny waking up every day after 3 years, knowing he'd be a free man if only he'd taken the offer to plead guilty. But on advice of counsel, he rejected it.
A choice he freely made. Evidence of an offer in return for a guilty plea is not admissible. Move on.
For 17 more years, knowing he could have been with his wife that day, raising their son.
Inadmissible, Mr. Malone. Move on.
Johnny had no possible reason to suspect his brother would resist and then shoot the two police officers.
The fact remains 2 brave policemen would be alive today.
It keeps getting said as a fact. It's not a fact. His crazy brother probably would have done exactly what he did, whether or not Johnny was there. I beg you to consider this. He probably would have done exactly what he did.
We're not here to retry the case.
Just what exactly about Johnny's presence made it more likely Billy would shoot anyone? He would have shot them with or without Johnny.
The trial was 20 years ago. It was for the jury to decide.
Let's take it out of the abstract. How did Johnny make it more likely? Tell me, because I want to know. Please, explain it to me.
Enough, Mr. Malone. The jury decided. Move on.
Who can tell me? I want to know.
Okay. Borderline contempt, Mr. Malone. Anything else?
Yes. The trial judge could have made Johnny wait twice as long, but he ruled the 2 30-year sentences should run concurrently, not consecutively.
He had his duty, we have ours.
He had a bird's eye view of the trial, getting to know Johnny every day for 5 weeks. The judge wanted leniency for him if he did well in prison, and he's been a model prisoner. This board has a duty to consider that.
Anything else?